If you want to be sure, you understand what you hear, you understand what you read, you understand what you see. And also, if you want to be sure you know what you say when you're saying it, you watch Easy the Greek. So what is justice? You are not going to be fed a line here. You are to become a citizen with political education. That is what I am here to help you acquire, political education. To acquire knowledge, you need to become a philosopher. Philosophers are people who enjoy acquiring knowledge. That is what philosophy is all about. Also, philosophers train themselves in the art of defining. If you use words you cannot define, especially important words, confusion will reign both in your mind and life. The most important tool we use to acquire knowledge is dialectics. Dialectics is the art of asking relevant questions and providing relevant answers with the sole purpose of uncovering the truth. It is not difficult to see that asking relevant questions and providing relevant answers lies at the heart of acquiring knowledge, and thus of philosophy. Here is a very mundane example to illustrate the point. You want to find Socrates Street. It follows you need to ask, "Excuse me, do you know where Socrates Street is?" That is the relevant question. If you asked, "Excuse me, do you know where Plato Street is?" that would be an irrelevant question, and you would get an irrelevant answer. So what is justice? A lot of creepy pseudo-politicians, senators, congressmen, mayors, judges, policemen, prosecutors, lawyers, academics, etc. use the term justice freely to refer to financial compensation, legality, punishment, or revenge. But justice is supposed to benefit everyone involved. It is supposed not to harm any of the parties involved. Justice and damage are mutually exclusive, so justice cannot be any of the above four. Financial compensation does not remedy the damage done, especially in criminal justice cases. Most of the legal laws are unjust and meant to serve the interests of the ones who exercise power at the expense of the vast majority of citizens. Punishment inflicts damage. Revenge also inflicts damage. So what is justice? What is its nature? The nature of justice is preventive. Here is an example. Both the rapist and the raped have been damaged. Rapists reduce themselves to anthropoids, creatures to be pitied and ostracized from society. The raped have suffered both physical and psychological damage. If rapes could be prevented from ever happening, there would be 2 victims less in this world. Those of us who do not rape, who would not rape, even if it were legal to, understand that rapists are also victims. That is precisely why we do not and we would not rape. Who aspires to having a career as a rapist? Only victims of abuse, sexual or otherwise, lack of education, poverty, etc. So what is justice? Here it is. Justice is the creation of such conditions by the citizens in a given society that would eliminate all causes that lead people to cause damage to themselves, to fellow human beings, to animals, and the environment. I'm going to say it once again. Justice is the creation of such conditions by the citizens in a given society that would eliminate all causes that lead people to cause damage to themselves, to fellow human beings, to animals, and the environment. Crystal clear. Professionals in a civilized society like psychologists, economists, lawyers, criminologists, medical doctors, etc., sit down and identify the causes that lead people to commit rape, murder, larceny, etc. Once the causes have been successfully identified, then they figure out what has to be done to eliminate those causes. That is it. Why don't they do it? Why haven't they done it? Because the vast majority of citizens lack either political education or ethical intelligence or both. So now you know you have acquired a logical or dialectical filter, which you should use each time you hear, read, or watch what they claim to be justice. From now on, you are equipped not to be fed a line by the pseudo-politicians, naive or the ignorant with regard to justice. The Scandinavian countries approach justice similar to how I have just described here, but not quite the same. That is why they are truly advanced societies with very few crimes. That is all for today, guys. Thank you.